Hello!
Hello! Welcome. We're back! Well, except we're new, but the stream's back. I'm Enigmatic Rose, and co-hosting with me, we have Mordred Viking.
Hello, everyone! I just saw Desmond thrashing the Dutch Navy, which is never a sight I like to see.
Well, except here, it's Desmond. It's gonna be Ireland, hopefully.
That's
and I
true.
gotta root for the Irish.
I got a root for the Dutch, so are we rivals already?
We might be. We might be.
Well, I see that
mean,
Holland currently has 4 heavy ships. I know there was a little bit of a naval race going on with a number of heavies, and in fact, if we flip over to here, we can see that the Lubeck side has 8 heavies versus Desmond's 4, so they're going to need to be careful that the trader side doesn't get all of their fleets combined, which right now doesn't look like is happening.
no, it seems like several people are just sort of sitting out their moral support.
Yeah, pretty much. And is Scotland a vassal? Yes. So Scotland is a Desmond vassal. We've got separatists rising up, which are also Scottish. So all of this land, which is currently owned by Lubeck, will flip to Scotland and therefore to Desmond, should that be allowed to occur. Now I'm just going to take a quick look on Lubeck to see when that's exactly going to happen. So this is a bit of a ticking time bomb for them. They're at 62.5% already on the way there, and that would basically lose them a big chunk of this war right there.
Yeah, how about we take a look outside Europe? We've
Yeah, I
had
was just
2
thinking that.
nations
So,
get sent overseas.
3. Actually, we totally forgot about
3.
Medina.
They've got a little bit of border war going on down here.
They do, and they
you-
also have a couple of rebels. We've got Hadrani separatists. So it looks like they're going to be sieging down Nijwa, and then after that, I'm sure they will have some other shenanigans. Although, actually,
After that, I would think they'd go after their Mari separatists.
most likely.
There's 6K of them, and they are 82% towards enforcing their demands.
Yep, so they have got 10 months to finish that one, and that is about as long as many sieges in this game, so that is definitely a bit of a ticking time bomb right there. Especially
do
as they
have
just
some-
lost a battle.
We do have some news with Desmond. They're now 1 versus 1 with Lubeck.
Ooh, so more and more people are piecing out. Holland has just gone.
Mm-hmm. So there you go. Now you can just root for the underdog.
And if we go, yeah, that's true. If we go back to, wow, 17 war exhaustion. Blimey. And the fact that they've lost their Scottish territories is really not going to help. Does it say
No,
here when this is going to... Oh, defect
Desmond is
25
winning
months.
by 30%.
Yep.
So let's go take a look at India.
Yep.
We have the lovely Delhi over here with Team 5.
And it was spotted that Delhi had 2,000 ducats. Doesn't look like they've spent any of that yet, which is an interesting decision. Well, how are they looking for development? They have 210, which is a little lower than some of the other small nations, but still comparable for sure. And what these guys have that the others don't, is loads of space to expand. There is nobody around here.
Yep. And they do have the Renaissance, which nobody around them does. So I'm guessing they spent a lot of their points on development.
It certainly looks that way. So they have been building up Sirhind, which is a centre of trade, which does mean that would be cheaper. It's 37 development, 113 a point. But yeah, that definitely looks like it's been boosted compared to the 7, the 13, the 3 around them.
Yeah. I mean, Delhi has 22.
Yes.
And they are in a war. They're conquering Marwar.
Mewar and Idar. And Mewar, if memory serves, is one of the more militaristic nations. They usually have a pretty good army.
Oh,
But right now,
looks like
Mewar's
they're about to
looking
battle.
occupied. Yeah. So it looks like Mewar's going to come in over here.
Yeah, Yeah, Marwar's like, nope, I want to leave. Bye.
I want to keep my elephants.
I don't think Delhi's going to let them keep their elephants, though. I think they're going to make some elephant steaks here.
And I think that they are going to eat well tonight. They have got 17,000 against, what was it, like 12,000? And they are suffering.
It's like 1e4 versus 9. Yep, there they go.
And Mewar's Miltech is also 7, so militarily and technologically they were pretty equal. It's just numbers. Many, many more numbers for Delhi.
Mm-hmm. We also have Songhai hanging out down here in Africa.
Yes, we do. Strong
They
guy.
have grown quite a bit since they took over.
Unfortunately, I didn't get to see how big they were when they started, but yeah, Songhai definitely seems to be playing a pretty strong game, and kind of like Delhi, they have room to expand right now. They have a lot of Africa available. And Stronghai can definitely form into one of the major military nations if they can keep up technologically. Do they have the Renaissance? They do not. Do they have feudalism? Yes, they do have feudalism. There seem to be a lot of separatists around the world at the moment.
We still have Lubbock and Desmond fighting it out up here.
However, they have just pieced out.
Ooh. And actually, they have, if you look at the Desmond missions, yep, they just took Conquer the Highlands, so they're going to get more manpower back. But
And
they have a
conquer
lot of
Scotland.
manpower still.
So now they just need to do Rule Britannia.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if anybody's going to be around to try and stop that, because clearly Holland and Lubeck have been trying to stop Pirate Britain happening, but I don't know if you can stop the inevitable anymore.
No, I mean, you got Desmond owning Scotland. They're fighting more separatists.
More separatists or the same ones?
Actually, it might be the same ones.
Yeah, Hebridean ones.
Then they just won.
And they did get
So
the rest of this area in the peace deal, so instead of waiting for the separatists to fire, they just pieced out.
Salzburg has proclaimed themselves the new Bavarian realm.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, Bavaria looking pretty juicy right now.
Go Team 13. Congratulations.
So we are starting definitely to see a couple of Germanic nations rising up. We've got Switzerland down here, which are the Paradox devs. Then we've got over here, that's going to be Strasbourg. Then we've got Bavaria, of course. We've got Magdeburg and Cologne. All in a very squished in area.
Apparently Hungary is being partitioned right now.
So Hungary is currently...
Hungary is looking like Swiss cheese here.
Hungary in separate wars against Dalmatia and Wallachia. So clearly some kind of deal has been made. A nice line being drawn between the two.
Indeed. But how long will that agreement last after Hungary's been cut up?
That is going to be one of the interesting questions. Especially because Wallachia is monarchist and Dalmatia is also monarchist. They killed Ragusa, of course. So same faction, so maybe they will survive.
Ooh, Desmond and Brittany are going against England, Oldenburg, and Portugal.
I did wonder when this was going to happen. So England. Is England allied to anyone? Yeah, Oldenburg and Portugal, which you just said. So it's Desmond and Brittany versus that. So it's 9 heavies against 3. So Brittany might struggle to assist that unless they're going down to attack Portugal.
Apparently the English army is interesting.
Interesting. How?
They're all hanging up in the Hebrides.
So they're currently in the in the Hebrides in January. That's going to be particularly uncomfortable because you're going to be at the front of all of the force of the Atlantic winter storms hammering into you. Probably not the best vacation spot right there.
And Desmond has their... Oh no, Desmond was just fighting them? No. I would think Desmond would be interested in moving their fleet there to keep their troops trapped.
Yeah, Desmond's keeping a very small token fleet. That's where their transports are, while the main fleet is over here beating up Portugal. And this is actually a really good fight for Desmond because pirates, they like capturing ships. Portugal and England, what do they have a lot of?
Ships.
Bingo.
I'm surprised no one has gone off to call it... Oh wait, no, there is a single colony in Santo Domingo being formed by the Castilians.
Oh, Castile. I was wondering if the Dutch would be getting over there because I think Holland had exploration ideas.
And Portugal is down in Brazil.
So there are.
Like,
2 provinces
typical.
for Portugal, 2 for Castile as well. Who else do we have going on? We've got Kazan currently fighting against Transaxonia and Afghanistan. So they are trying to get some expansion going on as well. Transaxonia, of course, being the nice light blue guys down here, and then Afghanistan being a little bit further down, which will be harder to conquer. But it does look like Transaxonia is mostly occupied at the moment.
Okay, we are going to be looking over the costume contest in a moment, which is exciting because some of these players have really gone all out with their costumes.
Meanwhile, Desmond currently thrashing the English army. 4 morale against 3.2. Same tactics. General skill probably different. That is a English stack wipe. Things are looking particularly bad.
But the Scottish Liberty Desire is at 100%. Is anyone supporting them?
Maybe. Yeah, England is.
I don't think Desmond is too worried about that, then.
In fact, this might be why this war happened. It's like, how dare you? Scotland's ours. Naughty, naughty.
Mhm.
Meanwhile, we do have Mallorca currently going after Morocco, which is going to be interesting because this could mean that we are going to have a border between two more players down here in Africa, which I think will be the first African player border.
Mhm. I think it will be indeed. So, I think someone said something about the Mallorcans were talking about becoming a nation. Who would they turn into if they did? No, I don't think.
I
No,
don't
I
know.
don't think they have the access to anything. They don't.
Let's take a look at the decisions here. They don't have any.
Andalusia, maybe.
Wrong religion. You have to be Muslim for that, I think.
Yeah. Aren't they? They are.
Oh, they are. Yeah, maybe they are
Yeah,
going
they are
Andalusia.
Muslim because they can unify Islam as a decision.
Yep, you're quite right. So yeah, Andalusia is a
Mhm.
pretty powerful one, but they would need to take more of Iberia, but I don't think that's beyond them.
Hungary seems to have pieced out with everybody. It looks like we've got Croatia back.
We do indeed have a Croatia, which is currently a vassal
Mm.
of... No, it's a junior partner of Hungary.
Yeah, they just took some bites out of it. Dalmatia has taken some land.
Hungary has actually lost less than I kind of thought. It looks like Wallachia taken the Carpathian Mountains to block the Teutons from pushing further south, which seems to me to be a pretty wise decision considering just how big the Teutons are getting. This is worrying.
Yeah, and the Dalmatians are really going for border gore. I guess they're trying to take after their animal namesake with spots.
Spots and a long tail, apparently.
Yes. And Hungary's looks like they're about to fall to noble rebels.
Actually, Hungary looks like a dog. You got the head there, looking down. You got the paws. You got the tail. Right, what other wars? Georgia, sweet Georgia. We haven't had much to do with Georgia. Georgia's currently going against the Ottomans. Georgia, Ajam, Mazarban, and Wallachia versus the Ottomans, Akanulu, Hisan, Kaifa, and Karakanulu. So the third, fourth, fifth partition of the Ottomans is ongoing right now.
Yeah, I heard very early on that people wanted to either completely kill the Ottomans or turn them into an OPM.
An OPM, interesting. You know, they should have made it an OPM in Constantinople, like the ultimate insult.
Except for the trade.
That's true.
Like, Constantinople is just too juicy of a province.
The city of the world's desire, and traders desire it, which is why the monarchists have it right now.
Oh, and the Mamelukes and the Knights are still in their forever war.
Yeah, how long has this been going on for? They started in 1493. Oh, it's only 3 years. Okay, that's less time than I thought. It's like, this feels like 100 years. Nope, 3.
The 100 Years' War in a 3 years time span.
Yep. So, yeah, this is Mamelukes versus Medina. It's not the... Is it the same one? This is against Medina.
Yeah, no.
That's a different war. Because the previous one was against Cyprus.
Yeah, this is Medina's the primary here.
Yes.
But, yeah. Oh, I guess because the Knights took Antioch earlier.
Right, and the Knights and Delhi are allied to Medina. That's a pretty nice alliance chain, actually. I like that.
Ooh. We have a pact between Songhai and Bavaria. They will trade friendship and equal value with each other. Should either nation not provide an equal measure of friendshipness, the transaction is called off and will be replaced by a one-sided bargain of friendshipness.
Okay.
I'm a little...
Novgorod is fighting against... Oh, Lithuania. Okay, so this might be where potential friction between Novgorod and what is the nation now known as Poland could be.
Oh.
Poland has immediately gobbled up Galicia Volhynia, and I'm wondering if Poland is going to allow this attack on Lithuania, especially if they want to form the Commonwealth. What does Poland require for that? That one, that one, that one, and that one. So, Novgorod could take a couple of these border regions without Commonwealth, or Proto-Commonwealth, being too miffed about that. But this might also be an interesting play by Novgorod to deny Poland from forming the Commonwealth.
All right, we got our costume contest winners are ready to go. Whenever they want to put it up on the stream.
There it goes.
I don't think anyone's going to be surprised by our first place.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yep, we got Kazan. Yep, we got our lovely horse. Glitterhoof, I'm assuming. We have Strasbourg in second. And we have Majorca in third. I gotta say, I'm partial to the pirate costume.
Majorca's one's very
Maybe
good.
that's just me. Holland is declaring that they are entering the Dutch Golden Age.
Oh, yes they are. They have gone all glowy. That's a very early golden age.
It is. Like, we're not even at 1500 yet.
Why? What's their goal? They're not at war with anyone yet. This might be a prelude to a war against, I don't know, Brittany maybe?
Brittany or maybe Great Britain? Except...
Because Holland only has a truce with Helra at the moment, so they could go after Britain. And England is looking rather smashed.
We have Protestant centers of Reformation.
Ho ho, it's happened, and it is those rebels in Tinto protesting against the Pope's word.
And Bavaria has made a statement about it. Brittany and Switzerland, you strain from not only the Pope, but God's holy, peaceful light. To further protect our peoples, the HRE stands against you and your new religion. I'm sure your seizures of rightful church land has nothing to do with your new full coffers. You spit on your ancestors and the martyrs who were murdered for the faith. I spit on you.
So we've got one of the traders going, we've got one of the monarchists going. Are we going to see one of the theocrats? I'm going to be looking over here. Actually, Poland is... Would Poland really want to form Prussia after this?
Well, apparently Poland agreed to stay Catholic until 1520. Someone in chat is saying. I must have missed where they did that.
And Novgorod has just pieced out Lithuania. So here is the ultimate question. Are you still going to be able to form the Commonwealth? Yes. Novgorod did not take any of the 4 provinces required.
And we are going to have a 15-minute break in about 30 minutes.
Okay, so Georgia has now pieced out. They have taken most of the northern Ottoman territories. They now have a border against Wallachia. Meanwhile, the Knights are now persecuting their own war against the Ottomans.
We're going to have more player borders over here. All that does is mean more friction in the future. We may not see too many player wars today, but I think tomorrow will be exciting.
Yes, all of this is going to be mounting pressure for tomorrow. And the players will be taking the time off between sessions to conspire.
Oh, yes. I'm going to have fun looking in to see what they're saying to each other.
That's one of the really nice things about being an observer for all of this. Not only can we see everything happening in the game, we can see everything happening on their diplomatic side too.
Yes.
We're not sharing it, but we can see it.
No. I mean, there were a few that you and I were discussing before anything even started.
This might rattle a few people. Because the Pope is currently being occupied by Genoa.
Oh. Is Genoa started?
The Orthodox Genoa taking down the seat
Pope.
of the papacy.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, goodbye Rome.
It's not a war against the Pope directly. The Pope is just an ally in this fight.
But, oh, they pieced him out. They didn't take anything, though. I would have taken Rome just for the lulz.
And at that point, you would probably have the entire theocratic faction gunning for you.
True.
All right, so how many loans is the Pope in? Did they even take anything from them? It doesn't even look like they pieced them out for money. I think that was just a white piece. Very safe. However, Genoa is here going for Milan. We did wonder if Switzerland was going to try and strike southwards, but it doesn't look like they are.
Ireland is piecing out soon, apparently. No. Oh.
Brittany took Kent.
Brittany took Lisbon too.
Oh, interesting.
Very interesting.
Has Brittany got exploration?
Birth of colonialism in Asturias.
So Castilian. Right there.
Oh, they've had Lisbon for a while?
Have
Totally
they?
missed that then. Apparently.
Oh, and here we go. We can see that Desmond has taken just a gouge, a gaping wound in the side of England here. Except for Northumberland, for reasons.
Probably. Yep. Let's just leave those pretender rebels.
And the fort.
Let England deal with them. Okay, yep. Brittany has owned Lisboa for a while, and we just totally missed it.
Interesting. Fair enough.
Fail. Fail on our part. We apologize, chat.
Very much so. So Cologne currently fighting against Denmark, Sweden, Norway, and Bremen. So going against the Kalmar Union. Cologne currently fighting a lot of Danes, and close fight. Denmark fighting with a -1, but they do have a better shock general, which at this phase of the game matters. But my gosh, the quality of Cologne, 4.6 morale against 3.7. In 1500, that's a huge difference. 0.9. Meanwhile, Medina is currently fighting against Karkanulu, Akanulu, and Mushasha. They have a lot of enemy armies currently rampaging through their territories. I'm kind of wondering, if they lose this, is Medina going to have to be moved for a second time?
Oof.
Because they do have 9k troops, but there are a lot of troops here that they're going to have to overcome. They are allied to Delhi, so maybe they're hoping that Delhi is going to send some troops. Delhi is on the way. Oh, Delhi's on the way with a lot. Yeah, okay.
Delhi to the rescue.
Heck yeah. What about the Knights? Are the Knights up for a fight? No. Oh, and the Knights have finished their war against the Ottomans. They have taken a bit more here in central Anatolia. Poland. Poland's also in the war against Denmark.
Everyone's joining up with each other to fight wars.
Yeah, although actually this is a separate one. Poland, Livonia versus Denmark, Norway, and Sweden. So, yeah, they are in separate wars at the moment. What's Poland going to want from this? Maybe, probably Ozel, maybe Gotland. Meanwhile, we have the Danish army with a huge stack of Swedes currently sieging down Hamburg, which would be a bit of a pain to lose.
Yeah, the Danes are also stacking down Stad in Cologne.
Let's go ahead and see this. Oh, this is from the Danish perspective.
I have a feeling the Polish-Russian alliance will not last into tomorrow. We'll have to see.
No, I don't think it will either. And here we go. Battle is joined. The Danes and Cologne coming in. Cologne currently outnumbering, but Sweden rushing to the aid of their Danish buddies. 35k against 22k. Cologne just, again, that quality is ridiculous. Ooh, 1.2 morale ahead now. It's a close fight, but...
Oh, and they won with half the troops, thereabouts.
That's all down to that Cologne quality, and I wonder if some of Cologne's neighbours are watching this going, that's a bit of a problem. Meanwhile, Viborg has just fallen to the Polish, who are now pushing deeply into Finland.
What's this doing?
Wallachia in a war against Lithuania as well. Why? They have no border with them. The Wallachian humiliation of Lithuania. That's why they're doing it. They're trying to get some power projection or possibly even a show strength.
Yeah, we have the suggestion they're doing it for the 300 free mana.
Yeah, that's the show strength. Okay, so we've got Brittany currently fighting against France. Brittany strikes at last together with Burgundy. Oh, wow, that's an alliance. Burgundy, Brittany, and Castile.
Castile.
Against France, Auvergne, Naples, and Portugal.
Here's the question. Will Brittany actually give Castile land, or will they chip them in the agreement?
No, not a chance. They'll renege on that one.
Yep. And yes, the Knights did tag switch to Poland.
Yes, they did. No, the Teutonic Order did. The Knights didn't.
Yeah, not the Knights. The
However, Jerusalem. The Knights have tags over to Jerusalem.
Oh, yes they did. Jerusalem lives again.
Missionary strength, missionary maintenance, prestige, papal influence, discipline, missionaries, land leader shock, fort defense, diplo rep, and capstone of manpower. They're all right. I think I kind of prefer the Knights, to be honest. The Knights' ideas are all about galley combat ability and naval force limit, and yeah, give me more of that.
What's religion doing?
And who was the third to convert? That would be Volgast.
Yeah, up there on the...
Not a player. That's really interesting. I kind of expected, like, Desmond to go Protestant.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, Cologne once again thrashing the Danes. The Danes with the better general and terrain on their side. But Cologne still winning.
Oh, do the Dutch actually have a province over in the New Worlds? Besides the one they're colonizing?
No.
I'm missing it? Yeah, no, I
Still-
didn't think so.
Still Neil Kurland and Arguin.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they're
Player
still
war,
working
player
hard
war,
at
Blue
it.
Flames.
Yes.
We have got Strasbourg trying to go after
Holland.
Axeroy, which is allied to Brittany.
Ooh, and they're attacking while Brittany is attacking France.
Bingo.
Oh, smart, smart, smart.
Strasbourg,
We got
Holland, and
Strasbourg.
Switzerland.
Mm-hmm. With the Burgundy, Brittany, and Dithmarschen. I did see someone theorizing earlier that Brittany is still hoping for a the inheritance over Burgundy, which I'm not sure if that can even happen at this point.
No, it can't.
Yeah, I didn't think so, but
No, Burgundian inheritance should definitely have happened by this stage.
Mhm.
Yeah, past incident, Burgundy and the Empire. It's done.
Oh, we have a message from the spy mistress. It has been said that Georgia intends to contact Delhi to build diplomatic relations between them. The situation may be tough as they need to get the right maps. But what one does not do to please friends who can help with the poverty they are not coping with. What time will bring and whether they will succeed in forming an alliance with Delhi, we shall see.
They actually formed an alliance? Not yet. But if they are seeking those diplomatic relations, then negotiations could well be underway already.
That's true.
Meanwhile, in the Brittany War, we can see that Naples has actually managed to land 13,000
Yeah,
troops up in the north.
And all the blue flames are gone.
Oh, so they are.
What did we miss? Did they just...
I'm guessing that Brittany pieced out, leaving Burgundy to their fate, because Burgundy's still under siege.
Yep. Yeah, there's still a... Yeah, Burgundy's still in both wars. Brittany's just like, I don't want to deal with this. Bye!
I wonder if that's a result of one of the pacts that's already been signed. Like, I wonder if there's something between, say, Switzerland and Brittany, which says that Burgundian territories can become Swiss? I'm not sure.
That's possible.
Because I know that Brittany's been pretty aggressive about saying, no, France is ours. But how much of this is Swiss? I'm not sure.
Kazan is calling Georgia to war. There's a
Going
lot of flames, but
against
none of them are blue.
Crimea. Crimea,
Crimea, River
Astrakhan,
Greece.
Hisn Kaifa, Khorasan, and Uzbek. Probably the agreement here being Georgia gets Crimea. And there it is. There
Possibly.
is the pause.
Hello, and we're
Hello.
back with fan favorites, Kazan.
Greetings! Greetings from the open steppe! We've abandoned our previous homes in Ryazan, where we were always taught, I should point out, that the Tatars were our enemies. But since having made it out onto the steppe, we've discovered that they're actually very friendly people, and we're fitting in very well.
Well, you do have this love of horses in common, so...
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, Glitterhoof, speak.
Glitterhoof seems to be a horse of few words.
I think that explains our successes on the diplomatic front.
Yes.
So how is your diplomatic front going?
It revived now that we have been bumped up to the rank of great power, and hopefully we gonna cement our status in the ranking. Where we're scratching on the border of maintaining our 8th position, but you know.
We're knocking on the door of greatness.
Okay. I was going to say, because at the moment Dalmatia seems to be 8th, but I'm sure that there's a bit of a contest.
That's not how our propaganda has been explaining the situation.
Facts are just a fact.
Hello and welcome, Desmond. I think your situation's
Hello.
changed just a little bit since we last saw you.
Yeah, that was a rough few hours.
How are y'all feeling now?
Tired. Yeah. The Slavik was playing when the war was, so he's more tired than me. But yeah, I'm doing the diplo and stuff, so yeah, I'm feel exhausted as well.
So the question I wanted to ask you is, you've taken exploration already, but can't reach anything. You going to stick with exploration? Sorry, expansion. Sorry, expansion.
Expansion. Yeah, we believe that is much better than exploration, and we can reach the North America from the Iceland if we get that. So we don't need exploration, to be honest.
Oh, so we sense a war with Norway in the future.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Okay.
That
Well, we
works.
look forward to seeing that. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
And I believe that we are back on the main stream now.
Yes,
So just
there were 2 Mordreds for a moment.
yeah, there's 2 of me. I've become more powerful. We're multiplying.
It was the threat of, Viking Norway being attacked. You had to multiply yourself to defend it.
Exactly. Although Norway right now is under siege by Poland.
Medina's got rebels
Just
themselves.
take a look over there. So it does look like that Delhi successfully bailed them out. And in fact, if we look over at Delhi, we have another new nation formation. There's
Oh.
possibly the smallest Mughals I've ever seen.
They are rather tiny, but that makes them all cute and adorable, right?
I'm astonished that they're able to form this already. Like, what are the requirements?
I'm not sure.
Unfortunately, we can't
I'm
check
sure
anymore.
someone in chat could tell us.
Yeah.
Requirements are just to own Delhi and like 3 provinces, but they needed Afghan culture, is what Flurry is telling us. So we will take Flurry's word for that. Isn't just me, or wasn't part of Savoy owned by Genoa earlier?
Maybe?
I thought the coastline there was all Genoa, like.
Yeah, it's still Genoa. It's vassal.
Oh,
So they probably released it so that they could get Genoa to eat up chunks of, like, Saluzzo or something.
possibly.
Because Savoy
Genoa's-
has quite a few claims and cores in that region.
Mm-hmm. What happened to Albania? Albania turned into Croatia. Really? Wait, no. Yeah,
Yes,
or
yeah, they did.
They turned into Croatia.
And
Eating up
Bosnia
all
has been getting
Greece.
bigger.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I wanted to
got
take a look at
them.
Romania because this is a nation I've never actually seen in the game before. And I'm kind of curious about what their traditions and things are. So they get discipline,
Except
fort
they
defense.
still have Wallachian ideas.
True. So I guess they still got Legacy of the Impaler. Interesting. Okay. Nice colour though.
Yeah. Albania to Dalmatia to Croatia. It's a beautiful chain they made.
And Brittany has finished their war against France and have gobbled up a bunch more of the
Oh.
territories moving towards Burgundy. But they've left a lot
Yeah.
of the south free still.
Interesting. And of course, they didn't give anything to Castile, but we knew that was going to happen already.
Yes. And has Castile ended their
Ooh.
agreements with them? No, they're still allied, so that might have been just on favours.
Majorca has taken more of Portugal.
So they have.
Mm-hmm.
Probably jealous of the holdings that Brittany has over there.
Yep, they just. I feel like Majorca wants to make Andalusia. That would be my guess.
Let's actually click over to Mallorca right now and see what they require. Restore Al-Andalus. That is a lot of territories. They need Murcia, Granada, Sevilla, Gibraltar, Jaén, Cadiz, Almera, Al... something.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Well,
If you look at the map, they highlight in red.
Yep. So, everything
But
in
that's
the
just
south.
fighting Castile, which is an AI, though they are still allied to Brittany, so...
And they are currently fighting against Tunis and Morocco, so it looks like they're more interested in their North African expansion before they bite the bullet and go after Castile proper.
Mm-hmm. That could just be a long-term plan for them.
Quite possibly.
Oh.
And Majorca's army did just see off the Moroccan armies. Tunis is still coming in from behind, taking a couple of the territories there.
Oh, and yeah, I think we're going to be saying goodbye. I mean, you're going to be saying goodbye and then hello again in a few minutes, but I'm going to be saying goodbye, chat.
It's been fun doing this.
Yes, I'm looking forward to more of it tomorrow and hopefully some more player wars.
Blue flames, blue flames, blue flames, blue flames.
Woo!